There's a killer on the loose and has been for almost 4 weeks now. Please share this video out. Hopefully someone will recognize this guy I'm about to show you. He shot and killed a father and stepfather of 7 kids. His name is Abilaziz Mohamed. He's 32 years old from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and he's wanted for first-degree murder. Investigators have identified him as the suspect and have issued a Canada-wide warrant for his arrest. This guy could be anywhere by now. He's 5'10", weighs approximately 190 pounds with a stocky build. He has black hair and brown eyes, and he has a full beard with a mustache. Now, police warn the public that he is believed to be armed and dangerous. And anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is urged to call the homicide unit at 416-808-7400 or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-800-222-TIPS. I'll have those phone numbers in the description box below. So here's what went down and why this guy is wanted for first-degree murder. One night, on Wednesday, October 13th of this year, 2021, a 43-year-old family man by the name of Craig MacDonald wanted to go out and enjoy the night and watch the hockey game at a local Boston Pizza. It's located in northeast Scarborough, Ontario. Scarborough is a suburb of Toronto. Here's a little look as to where the Boston Pizza is on a map and the area surrounding it. Craig's favorite team was the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he was a huge fan of hockey. So Craig went with friends and family to watch the game at Boston Pizza. Pretty great night, or so he thought. Now, according to Craig's sister, she said that while Craig was in the restaurant, there was some sort of altercation with another customer. She said she didn't know much of the details, but something happened in the restaurant and that person left. Now, later on in the night, at around 11:40 p.m., Craig left the restaurant with his family and friends and headed to the parking lot. And the man who would become the wanted murderer waited outside for Craig to come out. And he went and approached him and shot him. Medics came, they transported Craig to the hospital, and Craig later died. Craig became the city's 65th homicide victim of the year. Now, Craig was a father to 5 kids, 2 stepkids, and also he was a grandfather. And have a listen to what Craig's sister said in the news.
And it could happen to anyone, because my brother, he was just a regular guy. And I'm telling you, everybody loved him.
Exactly 2 weeks ago, the family of 43-year-old Craig MacDonald got the worst news of their lives. The father of 5, recent grandfather, and 25-year employee at Providence Health, who worked his way up from linen services to manager of maintenance, was fatally shot.
Never in a million years. Wrong place, wrong time.
Craig MacDonald was a die-hard Maple Leafs fan who often came to the Scarborough Boston Pizza to watch the game with family and friends, as he did that night.
He came across this person, and there was an altercation. I don't know the details around that. That person left, and later on, when Craig left the restaurant with his family and friends, that man came up and shot him.
MacDonald's sister says others were lucky they weren't struck before the gunman took off.
It was awful for them to see, awful for them to witness, and they could have been killed too.
For 10 days, investigators released little information about the case until Saturday, when police announced a warrant had been issued for 32-year-old Abilaziz Mohamed, wanted for first-degree murder.
It's such a cowardly act. It's such a cowardly act. You have a beef with somebody, you don't settle it that way. This has impacted hundreds of people. There were hundreds of people at his funeral.
The family is begging the accused to turn himself in and pleading for a ceasefire in this city.
This gun violence has got to stop.
Horrified that 6 more men have been fatally shot since their loved one, something that used to happen only to other people has now happened to them.
And it's got to stop. It's just too much. Too many people are getting hurt, and too many people are hurting.
Catherine MacDonald, Global News.
On October 25th, the family held a funeral for Craig, and Craig had a blue and white themed funeral and was buried in his Maple Leafs jersey. His niece Abby said, "My Uncle Craig leaves a void in our family that can never be replaced and was loved by many friends and co-workers alike. Craig took pride in being a family man and was a loving partner, father, stepfather, grandfather, son, brother, and uncle." She said he had the best smile, the most vibrant and infectious personality, cared deeply for others, and had a zest for life that was unmatched. Craig was known as a great guy and a guy who got along with everyone. He was a hard worker who worked for almost 25 years at the same location, Scarborough's Providence Healthcare, which is described as a leader in rehabilitation, palliative care, long-term care, and community programs in Toronto. The VP of the company said, Craig was well respected and beloved member of our plant services team who has been with our organization for nearly 25 years. He has worked in several departments at Providence, including supply chain, logistics, housekeeping, and renovations, and was always there to help and support his team and colleagues. Craig was known for his way of connecting with people and was always a team player who embraced change and fostered a welcoming work environment. Craig will be remembered for his kind nature, his big smile, and how he cared for people. He will be greatly missed. Now, 2 days before Craig's funeral on October 23rd, the Toronto police announced the search for Abilaziz Mohamed for first-degree murder. And people are asked if they witnessed the shooting or if they were in the area and perhaps have a dash cam, to please check their dash cam footage and send it in if possible. And they're asked to call Toronto Police at 416-808-7400 or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 416-222-TIPS or online at www.222tips.com. I'll have that again in the description box below. Please share this video out wherever you can. The power of a share can bring this guy in and seek some justice for Craig MacDonald's loved ones. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like and don't forget to share. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. One night on... What is that?